Hey guys, Stephen Gilbert here with SoulWeb.org, and I bet I look a little tan, or as some might say, sunburned. I'm actually in South Carolina at Hilton Head. I wanted to take my wife on a spontaneous vacation because she's been having cabin fever. So I was just like, you know what? We're going on a trip. I'm getting you out of the house. I think it'll help you a lot. And as you can see, I have a goatee, which I never have. And the reason I have a goatee is because I left my shaver at home, and I felt like if I shave my whole face, I feel naked. So real quick, before we jump into this interview, I want to say on Monday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, I'm going deep sea fishing. Okay, I've already paid for it. And I can have up to 6 people on the boat, 1 plus 5 others. Right now, it's just me. So if you live near Hilton Head or in the South Carolina area, comment on this blog post or hit me up on Facebook, because let's go fishing. I've already paid for it. You don't have to pay anything. You just have to get here. I'd love to hang out with some of you guys. So I just wanted to say that. So on today's show, I have my good friend, Cyril Gupta. Now, here's the deal with Cyril Gupta, all right? Cyril has been a professional software developer for 18 years. Now, over the last 3 years, he started selling his software in the JV Zoo arena and has grossed hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars of sales. And the software we're going to talk about today is going to involve getting free traffic from Twitter. So I'm super excited about it. Cyril, thank you for being here. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Stephen. You've got quite a holiday planned out there. It's like crazy, deep sea fishing with 6 more people, and of course, it's quite a plan. So thanks for the great intro. Yeah, I've been around in the market since a long time. I've been making software since 18 years, as you said, and I started out with making software for my local market here in India. I made a lot of software for the local market here, and back in 2008 or so, I decided to get into the global scene, try and make software for the global market. And I started with making websites, content-based websites, and I started marketing those websites, trying to get people to come to them. And then it sort of started, when I did all that work trying to do SEO and trying to solve the SEO problems for myself, I discovered that I could solve some of these problems by the tools that I could create myself. And I used that, and I started creating tools for SEO, for YouTube marketing. And then I, of course, got into the JVZoo market by partnering with some of the best marketers over here. In the last 3 years, I've worked with some really, really good names, launched amazing products. And as you said, I've been able to do quite a lot of business over here, I think I've nearly done about $1 million worth of sales in the last 3 years with my products. So it's been quite a adventurous and a fun journey for me so far.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, you come highly recommended. You have a ton of experience. That's great. Some people watching might be wondering, Steve, why are you making an interview at 2 a.m.? And that's because I promised my wife, I said, look, we're going to go on this vacation. I'm not going to work. So I'm working at like the weirdest hours, like after they go to bed or before they wake up. That's when that's what I'm having to do. So I just put my daughter down to sleep because we were walking the beach and looking for crabs and whatnot. And then I messaged Cyril, and I was like, hey, if we could do an interview now, that would be incredible. And he was gracious enough to come on. So that just tells you what kind of guy he is. So let's jump into the interview. So, Cyril, tell me about Traffic Snap. Tell me about what day it launches, what time, and then tell me what makes it unique and what makes it stand out from the competition.
Absolutely. Stephen, we've got a lot of products that get us traffic from social media, particularly Facebook. Facebook is like a big thing out there, and a lot of people have been using Facebook to generate traffic. And Twitter has been so far quite a lot neglected by all of these guys, because they think of it as a social network that's a little harder to crack into, because it's got a limitation of only 140 characters, and a lot of people are not really sure how they're gonna break into this market. So this software, actually what it does is it gets you traffic from Twitter. And what is different about this kind of traffic, because we were actually studying Twitter a little, and before we started this product, and we found that on Twitter, the people who are who are more educated and who have more buying power, they're bigger in terms of percentage. So if you compare Facebook and Twitter, there are more job holders, more college graduates on Twitter than on Facebook in terms of quality of traffic. So we decided that this is something that people need to be able to use, or this traffic should be coming to people, and they should be able to capitalize on all the enhanced buying power that traffic that Twitter people have. So we try to create a software which could actually capitalize on this, on all the stuff that is going on Twitter right now. So this software, Traffic Snap, what it does is it lets you capitalize on keywords and hashtags. So you can target specific keywords and hashtags which are in your niche, and you can find people who are already interested in those topics. You can
So
find people who are tweeting about those keywords or those hashtags, and then using your using either direct contact, you can use direct messages, or you can retweet, or you can reply to the tweets, or you can even put in tweets with the same hashtags and the same keywords on Twitter, and you can pull that traffic to whatever offer you have. You can drive them to your opt-in page, to your e-com store, and if you're trying to sell them something, maybe an offer connected to the niche, you can do that too. So basically you can drive it anywhere.
wow, awesome. Now, I'm always harping on my visitors, how just paid traffic is a nightmare, okay? Because if you're new and you're coming in and you try to do paid traffic, you lose your wallet, all right? If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to lose a lot of money. If you do know what you're doing, it takes tons of time because you have to do literally 8 to 10 hours a day of testing. So it's just paid traffic is a nightmare, especially if you're new. Now, that leaves people with the option of free traffic, right? Free traffic from places like Google or like Facebook groups, which never convert. But one of the only other places that does convert is Twitter traffic. So when I saw that Traffic Snap got free traffic, I was definitely intrigued, which is why I wanted to do this interview. Could you tell us about some of the results you've been getting with this? Like, what kind of traffic have you been getting thanks to Traffic Snap?
Absolutely. We've been working with Traffic Snap, and along the time we developed it, we've been testing it ourselves, and the results are quite amazing. Just in last week, we did over 3,000 impressions from Twitter alone to our page. So that's
Wow.
pretty good. So if you got 3,000 visitors coming
Yeah.
to your page, if you've got a good offer that can convert, it can result into
Well,
pretty good results.
even if you convert at 1% from that traffic, right? Okay, so 1% of 100 is 1 times 10. That's 30 sales, right? So if you send 3,000 clicks to an offer and just convert it even just 1%, you've made 30 sales. And then that's why I'm excited about this, right, guys? You guys can see how this is so powerful. So tell me about this. Who's your target audience? Who do you think is going to benefit most from this?
See, this is pure traffic, and I would say when it comes to traffic, almost every kind of online marketer is going to be helped. So even if you're an e-commerce marketer trying to drive traffic to your offer, you're trying to sell stuff on Shopify or on WooCommerce or whatever platform you have, and you can actually capture this, the quality traffic, the targeted traffic from Twitter. You can capture, almost nearly any kind of traffic and drive it to your sales pages, and you can make a sale. Or even if you're a content marketer, if you are a blogger, you're trying to get more qualified traffic to your blog, maybe you have an online marketing blog, or maybe you've got a blog on a specific niche, you can get people who are interested in that niche, because that is the most important thing. It gets you people who are not just a very, very broad based audience, but who are targeted, because you're targeting specific keywords and tags. So no matter who you are, even if you are an MMO guy trying to push an offer, or an affiliate marketer trying to make a sale of the product that you're promoting, you can find people who are in the same niche who would be interested in your product, take them to your offer, and you can either put them in an opt-in form, either make a direct sale, whatever you want. So I would say this is a pretty broad-based product, because it's got a very broad traffic potential. So I think this can be useful for almost every kind of online marketer out there.
Yeah, especially because you can send the traffic anywhere. If you do e-commerce, you can send it to e-commerce. If you do Amazon, you can send it to Amazon. If you do affiliate marketing, you can do. So this traffic is sendable anywhere. and if you know how to convert and even, I mean, you can even build a list with this traffic, guys. Twitter is the next big thing, I'm telling you right now. So that's why I'm so excited about this. Next question. What day does it launch? And what do they get inside the front end offer, and for what price?
Absolutely. This is going live on the August 29th at 11 a.m. And the front end has actually nearly all the features that I talked about, except for auto reply and direct messaging, because these are very, very powerful features, and we have that on the OTO, the first OTO. But apart from that, everything else is there, including retweeting, including following hashtags and discovering people who can be your target market, who can be your leads, and of course putting in the schedules and everything. Everything is there. And on the front end, you can manage up to 2 Twitter accounts. And on the pro, if you take the pro version, which is the first Oreo, you can manage up to 10 Twitter identities.
Cool. We'll get to the OTOs in a second. So what was the price of the front end offer, and what are all the features do they get with that? So just that
we got the front end is at $17 for the first 3 hours. So if you actually get in early and get the early bird, it's going to be at $17. After that, it's going to be at $27, and we will keep increasing the price as we progress. So every day it's going to be a little more expensive, but I would say the earlier the possible, the best. So if you get in really early, it's going to be $17 for you for the first 3 hours.
Okay, wow, that's actually a huge discount on an early bird. Well done. I haven't seen many people offer such a big discount. They're always like, oh, it's $3 or $4, but no, you're giving them $10 off if they can be there for the first 3 hours. So they need to be there within the first 3 hours on August 29th. That's Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern sharp, right? Okay.
Right.
Perfect. Okay, next question. This is where we get to the OTOs. Tell me about OTO 1. Tell me what it does, and tell me the price.
Okay, this is the pro version of Traffic Snap, and it actually gives you some very powerful features. First thing, it lets you manage 10 Twitter identities. So if you're working in multiple niches, if you got multiple businesses or multiple websites, whatever, you can manage up to 10 Twitter identities, talk to people from 10 different identities, follow people through 10 different identities. So that's the number one feature. Then you can also do auto replies. This is something very powerful. So you don't need to be in front of the computer to capture your leads. You can just set up some auto replies, and whenever somebody talks about a product or mention something in your hashtag, they will get an automatic reply from you, which means that the traffic driving is pretty much automated. You won't have to work for it. So that's the second most important feature. And the third thing is direct messages. So Twitter has a direct message feature, which is when you send a direct message, it lands in the inbox of the client, of the lead, and they will see this message. They'll be able to respond to it, and you can send a pretty good sales page or whatever you want to send a message about, introducing yourself, your product, whatever you want. So that feature is also there in the pro version with automation. So these are the.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and there's one more feature. You can actually create sub accounts. So if you got a VA or if you got a team, you can assign sub accounts to the team without sharing your main password, and they'll be able to work for you without having complete access. And you can hide off some of the work then.
Will they be able to use this version for client sites?
Actually, this is meant for your own business. For client side, we have the agency version.
Okay. Now wait. Before we get to that, so then to summarize OTO 1, it seems like the goal of OTO 1 is to get you even more traffic, because it unlocks those more features, that like the direct message and the automation and that kind of thing. Okay, cool. And what's the price of OTO 1?
That's $47.
$47. That sounds like a great deal for more traffic and more automation. All right. OTO 2. Tell me about that.
That's going to be a combo of our best Facebook marketing tools, because when we're doing Twitter, we also decided, okay, if a person is already there in social media, why not give them something amazing that they can use on Facebook right now to turn Facebook into a major traffic monster. So we're going to give away 2 of our best Facebook products, Kelio and Comment Maximizer, which are both again traffic products. You can schedule your posts, and Comment Maximizer is a comment automation tool. You can leave comments on groups and on Facebook pages, which will get you a lot of traffic. So it's kind of like the same kind of product that works for Twitter, but this one works for Facebook. And what we've done is we've combined the two products in a single package, in a suite. And these two products separately, if you purchase them now, they're going to cost you above $120. But if you purchase them in the offer right now, which is the second OTO, it's going to cost you $47. So that's the second OTO. And again, it's a very, very amazing deal for the people here.
All right. Well, any other OTOs we need to go over? And if so, go over each one, and then again,
absolutely.
Tell me the price.
Then we have the agency version, as you said. People who want to work for clients, or people who got SEO services or social media services, they want to automate stuff for clients and get things done for clients. They can buy the agency version that has the license for them to work for other people. And finally, the last one is the reseller version. So if you want to sell Traffic Snap, you can do it and keep 100% of the profits. And that is the reseller deal, which is at the end. The agency is again at $37. And finally, the reseller is at $97. So that's the entire funnel.
Okay, cool. So real quick, another question I always get. People ask, do I need to buy OTO 1 to buy OTO 2? Or basically what I'm trying to ask, will they have the option to buy each OTO without having to buy the other one, so that they can pick and choose?
Absolutely. As long as they buy the front-end product, they can buy any of the OTOs independently. For example, if somebody wants to get the agency version, they can get it without having to buy Pro. And they'll be able to service clients.
Cool. All right. So the way I like to close out these interviews is I like to give the guest the final word. So if you have any words of motivation, or any tips or tricks or wisdom, whatever you want to say, the floor is yours. So go ahead.
Okay, I'm just going to share what I have learned in this industry, working 3 years with a lot of good marketers and making some amazing products along the time. What worked for me, Stephen, was skills, and I was able to do a lot of good business and make a lot of interesting amount of money in the last 3 years by focusing solely on skills. So what I've done is I've tried to expand my skills by learning new stuff. Whatever new technology comes in, I try to work on it as soon as possible, and I try to see what I can create based on that technology. So I'm going to say this, guys, online marketing is very dynamic. New products are coming in all the while. So very recently we saw Facebook Live, we saw a live casting system from Twitter, and we've seen some major evolution from YouTube also. So new stuff is coming in all the time. If you want to make money, be the first guy to get on board something new. There will be new opportunities all the time. Try to be the first guy to get on board something new that's hot and happening. Try to become an authority. Try to learn everything about it. And you might find that, while the other guys are still working on the older stuff, you've been able to capitalize on whatever new stuff has come in and turn it into your cash cow. So that is one tip that I want to give. Keep a strong watch on the market, see what's happening, and try to develop your skills as soon as something new comes in.
Okay, great. Well, guys, this has been the Traffic Snap interview. It goes live Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. There's a 3-hour early bird where you get a huge $10 discount. So if you're at all interested in this, be here right at that time to get that $10 discount. Now, if you have questions or anything else, comment below the video. I'll be happy to answer, because I've actually spent the last hour reviewing this before we hopped on the interview. So any questions, I'm here for you. Otherwise, on another final note, please, if you live in South Carolina or near Hilton Head, say like on the Georgia-South Carolina border, come fish with me on Monday. I'm fishing from 7:30 to 11:30. It's already paid for. You just got to get here, and I'd love to hang out with some of you guys. So other than that, be here Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern to pick up Snappic Trap during the early bird for $10 off. Cyril, thanks for coming on this late. I really appreciate it. If I was to do this interview at 6 p.m., my wife would be ticked and I'd be in trouble. So thanks again, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Stephen. And I wish I was in South Carolina with you, and fishing and stuff. It sounds so cool, but I'm very far. But maybe someday I will hang out with you and share some time together. Thank you for having
Absolutely.
me today. It's great to talk to you.
Oh, that would be great. And it was great to talk to you too, because this is the first time we've ever done an interview. So thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.